Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Maya Riznai, and I wanted to do an update on my BTSSS video I did last year about how you can file reimbursement for traveling to and from your VA appointments, whether that is for mileage. I think mileage includes tolls, but you can also do like a meal voucher. If you had to stay in a hotel, you are allowed to file a travel voucher basically for that. And let me figure out what this BTSSS stand for, because I be forgetting. Please say it. Okay, I'm just internet slow after that ice storm. Like, I'm never gonna know because it's not showing me. But anyway, someone know. I know it just BT stands for Beneficiary Travel SS System. Okay, so something. Okay, anyways, what I want to update and tell you is when you file a travel voucher, or I guess I've only ever filed travel vouchers. I got a piece of hair right here. I've only ever filed travel vouchers with the VA, so that's the only thing I can speak of. But so when you are filing a travel voucher, the VA is allowed to deduct $18 per month from your travel amount. So let's say you have 3 appointments in the month of February and you are filing for full travel payment. The VA is allowed to deduct $6. Did I say 18? $6 from that amount, which is why you always see, let's say you file for $46, you end up getting 40 into your direct deposit. That's why. So after that 3rd appointment where they've already taken out $18 from your travel allowance, then you get full actual travel reimbursement basically. So let's say you have to start with appointment number 4 for that month within 30 days. I did not know that until I tried to file on the va.gov. Now, you can file your BTSSS travel voucher on va.gov. So, yeah, on the VA app. Sorry, you can do it on va.gov, but also on the VA app. If I was you, as a veteran, so someone that's retired, someone that got out the military, you need to download the VA app if you are using the VA for medical insurance, right? Because it saves you a lot of time. So if you do not know how to file a travel voucher, all you got to do is go to your current appointment list for, basically it's called past appointments, and it'll say this appointment is eligible for filing a travel voucher. You click on it and then you agree with the amount of mileage to and from your home domicile address, whether that's where you live at, okay, to the clinic and then back. So they will file it automatically without you going into the va.gov way and having to go, click on all the things to click on. So it's much faster by doing it on the VA app. But that's where I looked at it when I was trying to go through it. I saw that they are allowed to take up to $18 or $18 off of your first 3 appointments in each month, which is kind of bogus, but that will explain why, like I said, let's say you file a voucher for $46, you end up getting $40, okay? Something else I wanted to tell you too, that I did not know about until I went into the VA app. So I had to go to dental for an emergency appointment, right? I did call dental. I waited on the line for like 20 minutes and I said, hey, can I get an appointment with my primary provider? Because I think something's wrong with my tooth, right? And I told the guy what was wrong, the client person at the desk, right, but on the phone. He was like, that needs to be an emergency appointment, walk-in. So we have walk-in hours between this and this time. You have to come in. And I said, well, am I going to get seen? And he said, yes. So I came in to the walk-in hour at the dental clinic and I signed in and say, hey, I'm here for X reason. And he's like, okay, well, go have a seat. I'm going to let you know this. For a walk-in dental appointment, non-appointment, I had to wait an hour and a half just to be seen, but I didn't care because I just wanted to make sure that my tooth was okay, right? But what they do based on how early you signed in, I think I might have been number 15 from the person that was a walk-in, even though I got there on time. The actual on-time walk-in hour, people actually go there 30 minutes prior to the walk-in hour and sign in. I didn't know that. I didn't have time to do that, but now I know. So anyways, I waited an hour and a half to be seen even when the walk-in hour closed, okay? So what I'm saying is the person at the desk, they actually make an appointment for you. And then that appointment ended up in my VA app, right? Which I did not know until I just randomly went into my VA app. And I was allowed to file a travel voucher for it. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to get some guap, right? So this is something I also want to advise you of. Let's say if you're doing a walk-in appointment, and it's not actual an appointment, but you walk in, they will only, the VA, beneficiary travel person, will only pay you partial reimbursement, which means half, okay? And let me tell you why. So it says, this is the word for word verbatim on my voucher, that they said the reason why I'm getting a partial payment. It says, your claim has been partially paid for the following reasons. When a claimant, that's me, requests payment for beneficiary travel for care or services that were not scheduled with VHA prior to arrival or at the facility and were not emergency treatment, even though I was told to come in for emergency walk-in hour treatment, and the travel did not include a special mode of transportation, i.e. like an ambulance, VA will not approve round-trip payment under this part, but will approve payment for the return trip if VHA actually provided care of the services. So how they find out that that you got care is that you were actually seen, right? And they saw what work was done. So just know, whenever you go for any type of walk-in service at a VA clinic, they will actually make you an appointment. You can go ahead into the VA app or va.gov and file a voucher for that, okay? It's only going to be partial payment though, which is kind of getter, but you know, that's that. Oh, and there's also one other thing I want you to know. So I recently did community care, and I thought I was going to be ahead of the curve, right? Ahead of the beneficiary travel approver guy. And the day of my appointment, like within the first hour of me finishing being seen, I filed my travel voucher. It got denied. It said that I never showed up for an appointment when I know I got stuck, okay? I know I got seen. And then I did not check the VA.gov at this time. I did not check to see if I got paid for at least a month, right? So a month time had went by and I was like, let me go check in on that voucher that I put in. They denied it. They said that I did not get seen and that I did not check in. So what that tells me is that the community care check-in, or from the time that they, maybe file it with the VA, it's not automatic. So do not, when it comes to community care, do not immediately, like you can with the actual VA appointment with a VA provider, file your travel voucher, because I guess the paperwork doesn't get in early enough for the beneficiary travel person to see that you actually went, which is ghetto. So I'm like, I know I went. I have documentation. I know I got seen. And there were some things on it that I can submit this to the beneficiary travel guy so he can give me my money. It's a rigmarole. It's a runaround. You have to file like some type of paperwork. If your claim has got denied, you have to put in like a rebuttal of like, and showing them like reasons why it should not be denied. Now, this is what I want to read to you too. I'm going to click on my actual denied claim. Because they say that you can, like I said, rebut it. Let me tell you, internet's slow over here. Okay. Come on. Okay. So this is on my rejection letter. And okay, I just want to view it. They give you the reasons why it's denied. And if you want to, let's say you disagree with your denial, you can fill out VA form 20-0995 to submit a supplemental claim for higher level review. To me, that sounds like too much like I got denied for my C&P exam and I need a higher level reviewer to look at something, and then they're going to go ahead and start re-looking at all my disabilities. No! So you know what? I'm going to stay denied. So, that's up to you. If you want to, get, let's say that $50 or how much money, whatever it was for community care, if you pulled something like I did and you did it too early before the paperwork got into the VA. I didn't know the VA and community care took so long to talk, but it does. So just maybe wait a week, maybe, to show that you were actually clocked in or signed in, and then submit that travel voucher. But that's all I have for this travel voucher information for BTSSS, beneficiary travel something system. If you have any questions or any advice, let me know, and be blessed.